I have finally found the absolute best budget red dot for a handgun, the brand new Cyelee Calf. This thing is an impressive red dot with a list of specs and features and performance that is completely unmatched in this price category, sub $100. In fact, it's actually a lot cheaper than $100. It comes in at $85.99 on Amazon with free Prime shipping. And what makes this unique is it's got all the specs and features of $200 and $300 red dots, but again, well below $100. It also has shake awake technology or auto on technology, meaning the minute you pick up the handgun, the red dot automatically turns on, making it actually something I would recommend for personal defense or carry use because you don't have to fumble with buttons to turn it on. Then it automatically turns back off after 4 minutes of not sensing motion to save battery, but it does have a long battery life. Let's talk about all the specs and features and its performance down at the range and a few other places you might want to use this red dot besides the top of a handgun. Let's dig into all that right now and first talk about what comes in the box. It comes packaged really nicely, your cleaning cloth and instruction manual. It talks about all of the brightness settings and the adjustments and the auto on and auto off. So it's not just some generic red dot that they threw in a box. They really dig through, and they also give you their contact information because this product actually comes with a 3-year warranty, which is pretty darn good when you consider it's a budget red dot. The other thing is, since it's available on Amazon, it's nice because if you have immediate problems right out of the box, Amazon will resolve it with no issues whatsoever. And Cyelee seems to be really pushing the limits of what you can get in red dots, not only in this, but a lot of their other products. So definitely check out those other reviews. I've taken a look at some auto on and auto off AR style red dots that are pretty impressive as well. You get a cover for the red dot, which is actually pretty slick. It's a nice rubberized cover. You get the red dot itself with a pick mount attached to it in the box. We'll talk about its mounting platform in a second and what it mounts to, but it is a very common mounting style, and you can simply remove these 2 top screws to take the pick mount off and mount it to your handgun like this Glock MOS. So it comes with all of that in the box, and the adjustments are located on the top and side. They're really easy to adjust, and this one actually came in pretty much dead on out of the box, which just kind of lends to the quality of the optic. It takes a standard CR2032 battery, and it bolts into the side, which I absolutely love about this red dot because it means you don't have to take the red dot off and re-zero it to change the battery. That is pretty cool, and the fact that it does have that auto on and auto off technology is pretty slick because, again, in a personal defense situation, you don't want to draw your handgun or pick up your handgun from the nightstand and hit buttons in a stressful situation. This automatically turns on, but if you wanted to store it long term, like in your gun closet, you knew you weren't going to be shooting it for a few months, you can just turn the optic completely off, and then you'll have to click that button to turn it back on when you're ready to put it back in that auto on and auto off mode. So this is one of the only red dots I've seen with the auto on and auto off feature under $200. And again, just kind of reminding you, the price is about $86. So that is a steal of a deal. And the auto on and auto off actually works incredibly well. It does turn off when it doesn't sense motion. I've tested it on the table with both of these optics. And then the minute you touch them or pick them up, they automatically turn on. And I requested specifically a few samples of this red dot because I really wanted to duplicate efforts and get this review out as soon as possible because of supply chain issues, shortages, things like that. You never know how long something's going to be in stock. So I really wanted to amplify efforts and put a lot of effort into getting this out so my viewers could get access to this red dot if it was any good. And I'm giving it absolutely 2 thumbs up. This thing is awesome, especially for the price. So some of the other specs and features I want to talk about is that mounting footprint, and it is the Vortex Venom. And they actually do an amazing job on their Amazon listing, which I'll link in the description below, telling you exactly how it mounts up. It gives you perfect specifications of a 1.9-inch length, a 48mm wide, and then it shows you a wide variety of other applications. Although a lot of those Glock MOSs and a few handguns really have those plates in the box, so you don't necessarily have to get your slide cut for the Vortex Venom, but it's a very popular style cut, but every company does it differently, so you'll definitely want to check their website. It helps explain to you perfectly how it mounts up, but I've tried it on a few handguns and it's fit everything that I have. But again, I haven't tried it on everything, but just know it fits up perfectly on the MOS, and it should fit those Vortex Venom square cuts. You'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about on their listing. Now, it's got really clear glass for being a budget optic, yet it gets insanely bright. So you can see the adjustments located on the side. I mean, this thing, guys, gets as bright as the sun. When you're out at the range, for the amount of glass clarity you get without that bluish hue, you really get an insanely bright dot, and even on the brightest day, this will not wash out. It also gets pretty darn dim for those dust days. You can really get some accurate shooting with that, and it's a very crisp 4.5 MOA dot. So it's a good hybrid between not too big and not too small. It just makes your gun a tack driver. I was shooting, ultra small groups at about 10 to 15 yards with this red dot, and the viewing window on this is actually a lot larger than some, so not only for personal defense is that good, but for competition shooting and kind of stressful shooting where you may not get a proper hold on the handgun and this is kind of off slightly, you can still make out that red dot. And also, unlike a lot of other red dots, even premium red dots, as the dot gets closer to the edge, it actually doesn't distort, which is pretty darn awesome. The emitter located right here seems really protected, and overall, I'm just a huge fan of this red dot. It's also a fairly thick piece of glass, so not cheap glass on the front, and the housing itself that surrounds it, it doesn't obscure your vision at all. It's actually very clean lines, but it is fairly thick as well for protection. And again, you have that 3-year warranty in case something goes wrong. That's pretty darn cool. Now, another reason why you might want a red dot like this is to mount it to a PCC or kind of CQB style AR-15 setup, or an offset 45-degree mount if you have a scope mounted to your rifle. This would be perfect, because if you have a scoped rifle that you primarily use for your AR-15, but you may want to do it and use it for personal defense, you mount this on the 45-degree offset, you instantly pick it up to defend yourself, flip it just slightly. Now you can engage your target with this automatically turning on red dot, and it's actually a fairly large viewing window, again, for a PCC or AR-15 or similar platform. There's also a lot of competition pistols out there, the Ruger Mark IV 22s, and a few other 22 long rifles out there that people really enjoy shooting down at the range for fun. This could mount up with that pick rail right on top of that, which would be absolutely perfect for a wide variety of just plinking and range fun. In summary, guys, this is done right. It's an amazing build quality. I've been running a ton of rounds through it on and off camera. A lot of the 9mm was sent over to the channel by Callaway Ballistics. If you happen to be looking for affordable reman or new manufactured 9mm, especially subsonic 9, they've got some really good prices and a coupon code 704TACTICAL for free shipping over $200. And then I've mounted this to a few different platforms to try, on a 223 a little bit, and then on top of some 22s I tried it. So I've really been duplicating my efforts with these red dots to really prove it out for this review, and I can confidently recommend this, especially at that price point of $86. Honestly, this is truly competing with some $200 red dots. I don't know how they're doing it, but I'm glad they're doing it. And Cyelee seems to be a really good company I've worked with in the past. So again, all the information and linking will be in the description below. It is an affiliate link, so if you decide to click it, it doesn't cost anything more to you. It does help out the channel and take you directly to the optic. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.